Two women are in custody after a shooting in Jefferson City in a grocery store parking lot. We'll tell you what charges they face.
A Columbia man is recovering after fighting off two suspects in a home invasion. We have more on the search for the suspects.
And we'll tell you why these decals are drawing national attention.
And it's one of the hottest days of 2015, and we're live from St. Elizabeth for another backyard barbecue. KRCG 13 Live at 6 starts right now.
Live from across mid-Missouri, this is KRCG 13 Live at 6.
Good evening. Two women are now in custody after a woman was shot Monday afternoon in the parking lot of a Jefferson City grocery store.
KRCG 13's Courtney Joden has an update.
The Cole County Prosecutor's Office has charged 19-year-old Trenae Williams and 19-year-old Kenyatta Matthews, both of Callaway County, with robbery in the second degree. Investigators say Williams and Matthews were arrested for first-degree assault and armed criminal action for shooting 22-year-old Ciara Cannell of Jefferson City in the upper chest. Investigators have been speaking with Cannell in the hospital, and she told investigators she was meeting with Williams and Matthews to sell them marijuana in exchange for $140. Cannell told investigators Matthews grabbed marijuana out of her hand. She felt threatened and reached for her gun. They all struggled and the gun went off, shooting Cannell. Captain Shoemaker with the Jefferson City Police Department says the public should not be worried about shopping at Hy-Vee.
We want to make sure that people understand this is not a random shooting situation. There was no, it wasn't going to be a shootout in the general public and random type crimes. So this was a predetermined situation, a meeting, if you will, that went just very, very wrong.
Hy-Vee employees did not want to comment on the incident. Now, Cannell is in fair condition in a local hospital in Columbia. Matthews and Williams are being held in the Cole County Jail with $25,000 bond. And as more information develops in this investigation, we will continue to keep you updated. In Jefferson City, Courtney Joden, KRCG 13.
In other news tonight, Columbia police are searching for suspects in an armed home invasion robbery. That crime happened just before midnight at a house near Garth and Grant. KRCG 13's Mark Slavitt reports.
Police told us that two male suspects forced their way into a home, displayed handguns, and demanded money. A 50-year-old male victim fought one of the suspects. During the fight, at least one round was fired inside the home. No one was shot. The suspects assaulted the victim and ran away in an unknown direction.
After the incident had occurred, we did have multiple officers and our K-9 units out conducting a search for the two suspects.
Police told us the victim had non-life-threatening injuries from the assault and drove himself to the hospital. During a search of the home, officers found marijuana and drug paraphernalia.
That was taken into evidence. That was part of when they went back to take evidence from the home. They had located those in the living room in plain view.
5 people were in the home at the time of the home invasion robbery. The two suspects are still on the loose. Police described the suspects as younger black males wearing dark clothing and cloth covering their faces. In Columbia, Mark Slavitt, KRCG 13.
Anyone with information is urged to contact the Columbia Police Department or Crime Stoppers. That number is 573-875-TIPS to remain anonymous.
And now, your KRCG 13 Storm Vision first weather.
Well, it's one of the hottest days so far, 2015, and there is a lot of sunshine, and the humidity is really thick. We do have excessive heat warnings in effect for the entire area, again, until 9 o'clock tonight. We aren't finding much in the way of cloud cover right now, just a few scattered clouds across the St. Elizabeth area where we're at for our backyard barbecue tonight, and temperatures are still on the warm side. We've made it into the low to mid 90s across the area today. Right now in Jefferson City, it's 93 degrees. Same temperature for the lake, a little cooler for Rolla at 91. Same temperature right now in Columbia, but as mentioned, it is not the heat, it is the humidity. When you factor in the humidity, it has that heat index feeling between 100 to 105 degrees right now across parts of the state. Again, it is a very hot afternoon. We could find a few pop-ups later on this evening. Otherwise, we're dry, but the mugginess continues till tomorrow morning. However, there is some relief ahead in your forecast. I'll break down those details for you coming up.
All right, thanks, Zach. Pro-life and pro-choice organizations rallied outside of the Columbia Planned Parenthood facility today.
KRCG 13's Ashley Zavala was there to observe. She joins us now in the studio with more. Ashley.
Kermit and Megan, both opponents and supporters of Planned Parenthood, gathered on the same sidewalk today in Columbia. For about an hour on the hottest day of the year, both groups held up signs promoting their respective causes on Providence Boulevard. The anti-abortion group had a small sermon and prayer out front of the clinic, while Planned Parenthood supporters all wore pink and held a large banner. The anti-abortion rally was part of a nationwide movement called Women Betrayed, initiated by an organization called Students for Life.
We just want to get the message out that we're sick and tired of our tax dollars being paid to Planned Parenthood, a place that aborts more babies than any other organization, over 320,000 a year.
Planned Parenthood supporters counter-protested the rally to stand up for the local clinic. Supporters told us the clinic is an important healthcare resource. Reporting for KRCG 13, I'm Ashley Zavala.
A Missouri sheriff has drawn a viral online reaction over some new decals on his patrol vehicles. It's a phrase that has appeared on patrol cars elsewhere in the country. Greene County, Missouri vehicles have had it over a year, and it turned up on deputy cruisers in Laclede County this month.
I do not know why I've been singled out.
Stone County, Missouri Sheriff Doug Rader says the photos of his department's "In God We Trust" decals have been viewed more than 5 million times on Facebook.
There's no better time than now to be patriotic. The way things have been going, we've got to get our country back. We've got to be Americans.
And most people in Stone County, which surrounds Branson in southern Missouri, seem to agree.
But it should be wider along the whole bumper so people can actually really see it.
It's the American way, and we put all of our trust in the Lord.
We need to incorporate God back into everything that we do around here.
"In God We Trust" has appeared on U.S. coins since 1864. The 84th Congress adopted it as a national motto in 1956, and it first appeared on U.S. currency the following year. A controversial U.S. House resolution 4 years ago failed to clear the Senate, but reaffirmed the motto and encouraged public display by government entities. Critics continue to argue the separation of church and state, and some who responded to Sheriff Rader's Facebook post question whether public dollars were used for the decals. Rader says private donations covered the cost, and he appears a bit annoyed by all the attention.
It seems like you show patriotism and becomes a controversial issue.
In June, the city of Springfield, the city council discussed a resolution to display "In God We Trust" in council chambers. Thus far, no vote has been taken. Well, today has been a scorcher, but there is relief in sight.
Zach Paul's at tonight's Backyard Barbecue with more on the timing of that relief next on KRCG 13 live at 6.
And now, your KRCG 13 Storm Vision Forecast with Zach Paul.
Welcome back to the Backyard Barbecue tonight in St. Elizabeth with the Schwartze family. Another edition of the KRCG Backyard Barbecue with your Jefferson City Hy-Vee and the Missouri Beef Council. And join me now, Deacon Steve Schwartze. Thanks so much for having us out here. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much.
I will say that you have done a really good job of protecting everybody from the heat today. Not only does he have tents set up, but he's got some huge industrial floor fans set up. Not only one there, but there is one on the opposite side. I'm telling you, the air is moving through this tent. So
try to keep it going.
I can't say thank you enough for that after standing outside in the sun there a little bit ago.
You're more than welcome.
Well, you've got a good group of people here. Why don't you go through and introduce us to everybody?
Sure will. In front here is my wife, Kathleen, my oldest daughter, Jenna, and next to her is one of my nephews, that's Cannon, and wife's brother, Joe, brother-in-law, Paul, his wife, Janet, our Hall of Famer, Diane Jurgensmeyer, her husband, Richard. Then we go back here to the back. We got Doris here on the back, sister-in-law. Miranda's my son, Kenny's girlfriend next to her. Jessica is the Hall of Famer's daughter. Got Connor. He is one of the nephews. And we got a little daughter from Jessica. This is Lizzie, and then my daughter Jamie is holding her.
Very cool, man. You memorized all of that. You didn't have a list or anything. That was good.
Takes a while, let me
that
tell
was
you.
good. Fun story about Kathleen. I was out here right when I first started here at KRCG. It was one of the first classrooms I visited here in St. Elizabeth. That was a long time ago here at this point.
Yes, it was.
Well, it's been a hot day. How hot has it been so far, Steve?
Today has been high as 93, and our low today is 73. We would definitely take that right now.
Yeah, but there's a cool little stat on there. What's that cool stat?
Well, that cool little stat, we'll go to the records. Record high was 1930, it was 108. Just so happened that when the mother-in-law said she got married, it was 108. I'm not correlating them two dates together, though, but the temperature was the same.
Yeah.
Low was 52 2 years ago in 2013. We would love to have that right now.
Yeah.
Our averages is 88 and 67 for our low.
Yeah, so well above the averages, but man, I tell you, we're going to have some of those cooler temperatures. Maybe not quite 52 cool, but we're going to get a relief here over the next couple of days. So some good news. Thanks so much. Congratulations again. Thanks for having us out here. It has been a wonderful afternoon here at the Schwartze family. We've got the tents keeping us on the cool side. If you're out in the sun, though, I tell you, it's about 10, 15 degrees hotter. Right now, across the state, well, we are looking at just a few scattered clouds as I look across the area. Not many. Again, pretty much clear skies. A few pop-up showers across the St. Louis area and off to the east near the St. Louis, or south of St. Louis. Temperature-wise, it's hot, man. It doesn't get much hotter than this. This is one of the hottest days we've seen so far this year. In the low to mid-90s right now. Fulton at 91, Lynn also at 91. Dixon just to the south of here at 95 degrees. When you factor in that humidity, though, that's where it gets you, that heat index. This is what it feels like on your skin right now. It feels anywhere between 105 to 109 degrees. Again, a very hot afternoon. Heat warnings are in effect for the entire area until 9 p.m. this evening. Lots of sunshine over Jefferson City on our Scruggs Lumber camera. 93 degrees right now. The heat index feels like 104 with south winds at 10 miles per hour. Pretty quiet skies across the state, but different story up to the north. We have a little bit of a disturbance. We're also going to find a cold front near there, and that cold front will continue to slide south tonight, and we could find a few pop-ups, but we could find really maybe a few isolated showers through the first part of the day on Wednesday, maybe into about midday. Otherwise, we're still looking for a dry day Wednesday. What we'll really feel are the north winds. Temperatures tomorrow are going to be a lot better, and we'll really get rid of the humidity, I think, by the time Thursday and Friday come around. So really looking for a nice end to the work week. Overall, not bad tonight. It's still going to be muggy, though. Again, those heat warnings in effect until 9 p.m. tonight, and we'll find temperatures in the mid-70s tomorrow morning for the afternoon. Looking for those high temperatures to reach the upper 80s. A much better afternoon temperature-wise than where we were at today. And as you look at the next 7 days, even cooler weather for Thursday, at least with the humidity. Temperatures 65 degrees for your morning. And as we look at the end of the weekend, sunshine with highs in the upper 80s to right around 90 degrees. It's not bad in the shade. If you have to work outside or you've been outside, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hopefully, everybody's trying to stay cool out there. Megan Kermit, back to you.
All right. I think I can see his sleeves flapping. Somebody's got a fan.
I think so. Yeah, I can hear it. All right, thanks, Zach. The Phelps County Sheriff's Department needs your help to locate a missing woman.
The latest on the search and a live report next on KRCG 13 live at 6. Phelps County deputies tonight are once again asking for the public's help to find a woman missing since April.
That's right. Deputies thought they had a strong lead, but now they're back to square one. KRCG 13's Garrett Bergquist joins us live from Rolla to explain what they're looking for.
Megan and Kermit, deputies are looking for Jacqueline Otten Metz. Now, she originally disappeared on April 8th of this year. Investigators spoke on 2 different occasions with her boyfriend, Jesse Lee Backover, but there were a number of inconsistencies in the accounts that he gave them. So they tried to get a 3rd interview with him, but then Jesse died of what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound on July 14th. Now, yesterday, deputies thought they had a lead. They searched a rural property east of St. James, Missouri, but they didn't have any luck. They weren't able to find anything. Jacqueline Otten Metz is 5 feet 8 inches tall. She's 52 years old. She weighs 160 pounds. She has brown hair, brown eyes, and wears false teeth, and she has a tattoo of a dream catcher on her right upper arm. Anyone with information about her disappearance is urged to call the Phelps County Sheriff. That number is 573-426-3860. Live in Rolla, Garrett Bergquist, KRCG 13.
Okay, thanks, Garrett. Ron Smith has a Hall of Fame guest at the Backyard Barbecue.
While the Royals go for another win tonight after making another big trade today. Sports is next.
Welcome back to our Backyard Barbecue. The sirloin steak is on the grill. And look who is here. Davin Altoff, the former California Pinto, with another little helpful hint on beef.
Rod, we're showcasing the nutrients of beef during this summer's barbecue campaign, and this week that nutrient is iron. And as you and I know, iron is very important for carrying oxygen through our body. And one serving of beef provides 12% of our daily value. So check us out at mobeef.org.
All right, thanks a lot, Davin. Appreciate that. Missouri Beef Council with us. Jefferson City Hy-Vee grilling up the steaks tonight. And we have a Hall of Famer here, right in St. Elizabeth, Diane Juergensmeyer, a good friend who coached at St. E. High. And what a run you had. 3 state championships and honored with Tony La Russa, who's now a sports legend, back in May at the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame.
It was truly an honor to be there, to be chosen to go into the Hall of Fame with Tony.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can top that. And I still dedicate it all to the players and the parents that helped me achieve that goal.
It's been so much fun to watch you and your players over the years with the 3 state championships, a 4th as an assistant coach. Unbelievable. Pretty good news for the Kansas City Royals today, too. Ben Zobrist comes over from the Oakland A's for a couple of pitchers. Minor leaguers for the Royals sent to Oakland. Zobrist can play every position. He's played them all in his major league career except for catcher. He will certainly be a help, along with Johnny Cueto, who the Royals got back on Sunday. As for the Royals, maybe this is their year. The Royals are in Cleveland tonight, just underway. Kansas City beat the Tribe 9-4 last night, thanks to a couple early home runs from Eric Hosmer, a 3-run shot, and Omar Infante, his first of the season. Chris Young is on the hill for Kansas City tonight. The Cardinals meet the Reds again this evening at Busch. St. Louis has a chance to go 30 games over 500 with a win. The Cards beat the Reds 4-1 last night. Colton Wong supplied all the offense with this grand slam. Jaime Garcia returns to the rotation tonight, getting the start for St. Louis. And our good sports report tonight at 10, we'll head back to Tanglewood Golf Course in Fulton. You won't believe what happened again. 2 holes in one in the same day. Aaron Murphy did it earlier this month. This time it was TJ Quick and Erica Hogan with an ace each in the same round. Erica with a hole-in-one on number 5. 3 holes later on 8, TJ, the Fulton basketball coach, got the ace.
You know, you can't believe it till you get up there and check in the hole and see if it's in there, but it's just unbelievable and keeps playing over and over in my head. So it's pretty awesome.
You don't know what to say. You're screaming. You're looking at her. She's stunned. So yeah, to watch it go in the hole from here was crazy.
You'd never witnessed a hole-in-one?
No, I've never seen one. I've never hit one. Well, I may hit one later, but I've never seen somebody hit a hole-in-one ever. Ever.
What an unbelievable story that is. We'll show you the whole thing coming up tonight at 10 on Good Sports. And speaking of a good sport, here she is, the pride of St. Elizabeth High School. This is Diane Juergensmeyer, Hall of Famer. And as you mentioned, it took a lot of people to get you into the Hall of Fame.
It did. I'm going to dedicate this to all my former players and their parents. They're the ones who helped me get this. I couldn't have done it on my own.
But I tell you what, she touched a lot of lives and getting a lot of people through high school and on state championship teams. It's been a lot of fun covering St. Elizabeth. They play softball really well down here at St. E. We'll be back with a barbecue in a minute.
Thanks, Rod.
All right.
Zach will have the evening planner when we come back.
Welcome back to the Backyard Barbecue in St. Elizabeth. It is a hot day, and I tell you what, we got sick and tired of being outside, so we moved it into the garage here. Do a little family style here with the Schwartze family. And again, the food is ready. We've got Davin with the Missouri Beef Council. He's got the stuff ready to go. Rachel all helping out, and it is smelling delicious. We are going to find the humidity sticking around here as we go through the evening. Maybe a pop-up shower or two. Otherwise, I think we could find a few more of those early tomorrow morning. We'll wake up with temperatures right around 75 degrees. As we look over the next 7 days, we are going to find some relief in your forecast. A partly cloudy sky tomorrow. As mentioned, maybe an isolated shower late morning, early afternoon. High temperatures tomorrow around 88 degrees. I think we're still going to have a little humidity tomorrow, but that will all change Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Temperatures right around 65 degrees for Thursday. Then we'll find some sunshine for Thursday and Friday. High temperatures upper 80s to right around 90 degrees, and that streak continues into the weekend. Well, with the Schwartze family, we haven't had a chance to sample, but does it smell good? Yeah. Everything is looking good, guys. Back in the studio to you.
Okay.
All right.
Looks like fun.
It was warm there, wasn't it?
It was.
That's our report. Thanks for joining us this evening.
We hope to see you right back here at 10. Have a great night.